Hello, this episode we're talking about lots of cruises heading in or out of Fremantle for all of our WA listeners. Plus, Paul has some great deals that are available right now for them. Our ships of the episode are Sapphire Princess and Grand Princess. We'll tell you all about them and what you'll find on board them when they head to Australia. Plus, we'll check the latest cruise and travel news and hear how many ships got the perfect 100 health score in 2025. So, let's start the show.
It's time to get your cruise on.
This is Cruise and Travel with Paul McAllister.
Hello, I'm Steve, and sitting next to me is the man himself from 101cruise.com.au, Paul McAllister.
Yes, 101cruise.com.au is where you'll find the best prices for cruises, especially if you work in the airline industry.
That's right, but to get hold of them, you need to sign up to our website, which is 101cruise.com.au. So this episode is going to focus on good old Freo, Paul.
Oh, I know. We love Freo. It's down the road from us, and it's so exciting, this news that we're going to tell you about.
I remember when you were doing your regular cruise spot on 6PR last year that whenever listeners called up, they just wanted to know why there weren't more cruises coming into and out of Freo. Well, today we have a whole episode dedicated to a couple of ships that are going to be heading here soon. So buckle up and stand by, because there will be at least one of these that's just right for you.
Absolutely. Okay? There's some great deals.
And if you got our newsletter this week, you would have seen 14 of them highlighted that you can book right now through 101cruise.com.au. Coming up, we'll tell you about the 2 Princess cruise ships that are heading our way soon and tell you all about some of the details and deals on board. But right now
the latest cruise and travel news.
Well, Oceania Cruises, one of the world's leading destination and culinary-focused cruise lines, has released a sneak peek at the first in a new class of cruise ships. We always love a new class, don't we?
Same, yeah.
Oceania Sonata is the first in a brand new class of ship for Oceania. The 1,390 passenger ship is scheduled to debut in August 2027, and it'll be a blend of intimate, luxurious experiences. The vessel will be staffed by 855 officers and crew. The ship will be the 9th in Oceania's fleet and will be anchored by the cruise line's passion for gastronomy and its legacy of serving the finest cuisine at sea. Now, 30% of the cabins on the ship are going to be suites. Oceania will debut 2 new suite categories on the vessel. They haven't told us what they are yet.
No, I can't wait to find out.
As well as they're going to reimagine the owner's suites. One thing you won't find on the ship will be inside cabins.
We love that.
All staterooms will have a private and spacious veranda. Now, if you want to have a look, a bit of a sneak peek at what Sonata is going to look like right now, I am literally, as we speak, uploading some pics to our Instagram account.
Can you show me now?
At 101 Cruises, and our Facebook page. Here they are here.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, it does look amazing.
Yes, so jump on either of those, Instagram or Facebook. 101 Cruises is the Instagram one, and Facebook you'll just find it at 101 Cruise. Okay? Holland America's 2027-28 season to Australia, New Zealand and the South Pacific are now open for bookings. The cruises will stop in Bora Bora, New Zealand's Bay of Islands, Fiji and Australia.
Yay.
And will allow guests to visit vibrant coral reefs and dramatic volcanoes. The cruises will depart from September 2027 through to March 2028 on 3 different Holland America line ships. And highlights of the cruises include overnight stays in Melbourne and Cairns, and in Lautoka in Fiji. The extra time in Cairns gives cruisers more time to snorkel at the Great Barrier Reef. In Melbourne, guests can explore the cultural capital without being rushed. So itinerary highlights of these new cruises from Holland America are a 26-day Australia, Coral Reef and Fiji legendary voyage. There's a 35-day Hawaii, Tahiti and Marquez.
Oh, good luck with that one.
Marquez legendary voyage.
Not touching it.
I don't know if that's right or not. 34-day legendary South Pacific crossing. There's a 14-day Australia and New Zealand cruise, a 14-day New Zealand discovery cruise, and a 16-day South Australia discovery holiday as well. So lots to choose from there in the next couple of years with Holland America.
Yeah, look, isn't it great that we're seeing so much more in 2027 of cruise ships coming back into Australian waters?
About time.
I know. It's very exciting. We've been calling out for it for a long time.
The
really
power
good.
of this podcast
exactly.
is just amazing.
They're listening to us and look at them deliver. I love it.
Contrary to common myths about cruise ships and the industry as a whole, these floating resorts offer one of the cleanest and most thoroughly tested environments on the planet.
Lisa Gilbert, are you listening to this?
Is that a sentence you ever thought I would say? Well, it's true. With only a handful of days left in 2025, at least 24 cruise ships have scored a perfect 100 points, according to CDC health inspection reports. So far, at least 191 ships have had surprise inspections with an average score of almost 96%. CDC stands for the Centers of Disease Control in the USA, by the way. So earning a score of 100 from the CDC
That's not easy.
Is no walk in the park. Have a listen to this. I thought people would find this really interesting today. These thorough health checks are conducted by CDC's vessel sanitation program without any prior warning or heads up. This means that the crew must always be ready when their ship is pulling into a US port. It's the ultimate pop quiz for crew members, and a perfect score shows a detailed day-in, day-out commitment to cleanliness. I've seen some crew members stress out over the possibility of an inspection and the kind of pressure it puts on them. It's definitely not easy. But these workers are the real backbone of your seamless vacation. So inspectors look through every area that could impact public health. They're not just glancing around, they're looking for perfection in every form. In areas like food safety, ensuring proper temperature control, preparation and storage in the galleys and kitchens, and that all equipment is clean. Also in the water systems, very important, monitoring the entire water system from sourcing to purification to guarantee it's safe for everyone on board. Another area, immaculate public spaces, checking that pools, spas, medical facilities, children's areas and cabins are disinfected and maintained to the highest standards. And apparently even a minor slip-up like a cleaning log missing a signature or a fridge being 1 degree off can cost points. So when a ship scores a perfect 100, it's a huge testament to the crew's dedication.
Totally, yeah.
A score of 86 or higher is considered satisfactory, which really puts the 24 perfect scores of 100 into perspective, I think.
Yeah, no, it's
Only
true.
one ship failed to score an 86 or higher. Do you want to know what it was?
Yeah, I do.
Villa v Odyssey, which was tested in July of this year, and it scored 81, which wasn't far off. But there you go.
I know. Hey, did you know this week the Celebrity XL was launched?
Was it?
Yeah, and very exciting to see this come out. And, you know, they've changed things up on this. But normally the Edge series ships have the Eden venue, which is at the back of the ship. This time they're replacing it with the Bazaar. And it's a really, really different concept for them. So it eliminates the line between the ship and the shore, making a destination for the entire cruise period. So they're going to do different themes during it. So like Carnival and Aqua and Viva and Flora. So I can't wait to see that. I think that's going to be really cool.
Very, very exciting, yes.
Yeah.
We do love a celebrity ship.
Yep.
All right, well, here we go. We're going straight into the horn, so to speak. Something we try and do each episode is the ship of the ep, so that everyone starts to get a picture of what different types of ships there are out there. And this time you've chosen two to talk about because they are both heading our way in the next year or so. They are Princess cruises. One of them is the Grand Princess and the other is Sapphire Princess.
And we're going to start on Sapphire. Look, and the reason why we're talking about these two, and it might sound a bit centric to Western Australia, but in WA, for those who are not from here in WA, we haven't had cruise ships home ported here for a very long time. It went back to the P&O. They used to come in quite regularly, but no one's really home ported one. We're having one come in for 4 months, which is the Sapphire Princess. That's really cool and a great opportunity for all Western Australians and also the rest of the world to come and see Perth and Fremantle, which is an absolutely beautiful part of the world. So, look, Sapphire Princess was built in 2004. It went through refurbishments in 2018. So it's looking really nice and spick and span at the moment because it's just had a refurb recently. It's a capacity of 2,670 passengers and it's got a crew of 1,100. It's nice crew ratio, 1,337 staterooms over 18 decks, and that includes 27 wheelchair access cabins, which is really good to see. The interior cabins, there's 379 of those. Ocean View has 222 rooms, and the balconies always win because they have 522. And look, that's a really good thing about a ship, that they're really concentrating the balconies as making them more reasonable in price too. If you're after a suite, they have mini suites on Princess, which are just a little bit bigger than the balcony rooms, but not quite the size of a normal suite. But they're really well laid out. And there's 186 of those and 28 suites on board. So it's really cool. So what sort of things do you think you're going to find on board, Steve?
I was just wondering, what sort of things am I going to find
Well, let's
on
talk
board?
about the food, because I think that's what everyone's interest straight up is, what are they going to feed me? So on Sapphire, you're going to have the international dining room, which is your complimentary dining, but they've split them into 4 rooms, which is really cool. You've got Pacific Moon Dining, Santa Fe, Vivaldi, and they're all having rotating menus in there. So you're going to get that feel like the menus are different every day and you're not in the same place, which is great because you can book into different restaurants and have a feel like you're somewhere different. Then you've got the International Cafe, Alfredo's Pizzeria, and the Horizon Corp, which is your favourite place, the buffet, isn't it?
Oh, the trough.
Yeah. So the buffet, remember, we're not big fans of going there on the first day. Try and find somewhere else because they're always way too crowded. And then, of course, they've got specialty restaurants, Sabatini's, which is their Italian restaurant, and the beautiful Crown Grill Steakhouse. So entertainment's really important when you go on a cruise, don't you think?
Well, it sort of rounds off the day, doesn't it?
It does, because the thing with all cruise lines, but Princess especially are good at that, is they have entertainment all day around. So it's not about the theatre at the end of the night with those amazing Broadway shows and special guest entertainers that they bring on board. They also have lots of musicians around at different bars that they have on the ship. So it's a really Princess really concentrate on providing the best entertainment available, which is great. So the other options for your entertainment is also Skywalker's Nightclub, Club Fusion. Then they've got the Piazza Atrium, which is a real meeting point on Princess for people to go just have a coffee, or they might just have a duet singing. It changes all day long, so it's a really nice area to go into. Explorers Lounge, where they do more activities like quizzes and what was that game show that we went to see? Oh my gosh. It was like date night sort of thing, but it was really good fun. You can't remember it either, can you? It's in my back of my mind and I forgot.
It's a classic game show.
It is.
Wasn't it?
It was, and it was really fun.
Not Wheel of Fortune, Deal or No Deal?
It was like Deal or No Deal, but it was something different. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We've got the Wheelhouse Bar as well, which is a really cool, nice area. And then if you want somewhere really cool just to sit and sip a nice martini, there's Crooners, which also offer live music as well. Do you know what Princess were the first ones, I'm pretty sure about this, to do movies under the star, which they have a massive big screen out on pool deck and they play movies day and night.
Yeah, quite often it's kids' movies. They run one early, like just as it's getting dark, so the kids can watch a movie and then go to bed. And mum and dad can go out to the nightclub.
That's right, or the casino. Yeah, so they were the first ones to bring it out, and it's one of their signature things that they do have. So, and then don't forget, always on Princess Cruises, you've got kids covered as well with Camp Discovery. There's a teenagers, and there's also another area for the younger kids, which is really cool. So that's a Sapphire Princess. Do you want me to go through some of the cruises now, or do you want to have a chat about Grand Princess and have a chat of difference?
No, let's hear what's on board Sapphire. Like,
do you know
what deals have you got?
Oh, okay. So I just thought of something else I wanted to mention with Sapphire. They have 4 pools on board and multiple hot tubs around the pool, which is really cool. And they have 2 pools at the very back of the ship, the aft, which is really nice, over a couple of levels. It's a really nice little area to go to. All right, so let's have a look at what's coming up out of Fremantle. In actual fact, the first one, even though I've said Fremantle, it's going to land into Fremantle from Singapore. So this is a great option for Western Australians. or anyone wanting to sort of come into Perth and see what it's like. So Tuesday the 28th of September 2027. Now, I know we're talking a long way away here, but these cruise ships always sell out very quickly. So this is from Singapore. You're going to go to Kuala Lumpur, Penang, Phuket, Bali. Got to love that. And then from Bali, you're going to come straight down to Fremantle. A really cool way of getting to Perth.
So this is a pretty good one because it's pretty easy for West Australians to get up to Singapore for a start.
Oh,
so
totally.
you can go and have a few days up in Singapore.
Yep.
Do some shopping.
Oh, I love Singapore
and
shopping.
then jump on the cruise to come home.
Absolutely.
How many nights is it?
This is a 12-night cruise. So
Perfect.
Yeah, I think it's great. Listen, I'm just going to give you some round figures at the moment. Now, all of these deals that we're going to tell you about today actually include a really good package. It's the Princess Plus package. So what's great about that is that you get all of your drinks, including specialty coffees, cocktails, wine, beers, soft drinks, and also, if you want to, 0 alcohol cocktails. Why would you do that on a ship? But some people are responsible, not like me. Then you get bottled water. You get up to 4 casual dinings and also your Wi-Fi.
That? What's a
casual dining. So they're at different places like Alfredo's. There's some of the pubs actually do like pub meals and things. So they're called a casual meal. So you get those as little bonuses that you don't have to pay for, which is great. So they also have Wi-Fi, and it's a really good Wi-Fi on Princess. When we were on board, I was very impressed how quick it was. It's supposed to be one of the fastest I've had on a cruise ship. They also include your gratuities. Now, that is a massive saving. Now, your Princess Plus normally is around $65 per person per day. So this has got to be, you got to factor this in all of the pricing. It includes this package. So that one we're just talking about, 12 nights from Singapore to Fremantle. An inside room starts from $2,039 per person, or a balcony will start from $2,589. So it's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's really cool. So then the ship actually stays within Freo for a little bit after it goes to Brisbane. So it gets into Fremantle on October 10 and will then take off for a nice cruise up the northwest of Western Australia for a 13-night cruise to Brisbane. You're going to go to Broome. What a stunning place Broome is, isn't it? And did you know that Broome has actually built a purpose wharf just for cruise ships?
Yeah.
And they always have problems getting the cruise ships into Broome because of the tides. The tides go in and out. And they've done it so they can move it in and out. It's a very clever option.
It's like a floating pontoon that moves up and down with the tides. It's I saw it on the news when it was launched a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, fantastic. Then you go on to Kuri Bay, onto Darwin. That's another beautiful port, another place that you should go and see once in your life. And then on to Cairns and ending up in Brisbane. And it's a great 13-night cruise, starting from $2,704 for an inside room. I think that's pretty good. Now, back to Fremantle. The cruise ship will come back into Fremantle again, arriving in on the 11th of December. And just for Western Australians, maybe not, but all Western Australians have this great opportunity of trialling out a cruise ship out of Fremantle. It's a 4-night cruise. So we've got 4 dates for you to have a look at here. So Saturday, December 11, 2027. Then there's Wednesday, 15th December 2027. Now, their prices are starting for an inside room of $789. And then if you're going to go into January 2028, there's January the 12th and also January 25. Now, 25, what an awesome time to go out and celebrate big time for Australia Day on a cruise. And you're going to cruise, it's a 4-day cruise. You're just going to go to Margaret River and you'll have a day in Margaret River, and then you're going to cruise back up to Fremantle again. So really cool options there. And it's really nice to see 4-day cruises just out of Fremantle.
If you've never done a cruise before, then these are perfect because it's 4 days. If you hate it, it's just 4 days. If you love it, it's 4 days that you will be wanting to get back home quickly so that you can book another cruise.
Yeah, and just remember you're going to have fast Wi-Fi because you've got the Princess Plus package.
You can book it while you're on the ship.
And if you want, you can ring me from there and I'll book your next cruise for you. It's fantastic. Then it comes back into December again. Sorry, I'm swapping around dates a little bit, but I just want to talk about those 4-day cruises because they're really cool. This is a 14-night cruise. Now, it is a Fremantle to Fremantle 14-night cruise into Southeast Asia. So departing on Sunday, the 19th of December. Oh, my God, it's a Christmas cruise, and it only gets better. And New Year's Eve, all on the ship. So if you want to get away from your family, this is a great opportunity.
Or take your family.
I was about to follow up with that. I'd love to take my family. My dad's always wanted to take us all away at Christmas time on a cruise. Dad, if you're listening, I'll make it happen. It's 2027, but it's going to depart Fremantle, go up to Exmouth, another stunning part of our country, isn't it, Steve?
Absolutely.
The beaches, I have to say, I think the beaches are mostly as good as Greece or better than Greece. They're untouched and just beautiful. So you'd love that area. You can go hopefully in December. I'm not too sure. I'd need to check this, but they have whale sharks as well. There's a lot to do in Exmouth. And then you go on to Broome and then on to Kuri Bay again. And guess what we're going to next? Lombok in Indonesia. How cool is that?
Very nice.
And then on to Bali for a quick massage during the day, where you're going to jump back onto the cruise ship and cruise back down to Fremantle. So that's a really lovely cruise. I think that'll be great for people, especially over Christmas. And these Christmas cruises always sell very well. So an inside room would normally start you off at $2,819 a day. That's $201 a day. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
So, and that covers off 14 days. So it's a really great cruise. Or a balcony will set you back in US dollars, $3,659. So don't let that one go by.
That will sell quickly, I think.
Yeah, for Christmas always does. Then 2nd of January, when it comes back from that fabulous cruise, it's going to head back out for another return cruise for 10 nights. So this time you're going to leave Fremantle, head back up to Exmouth, Broome, Kuri Bay, and then head back down to Fremantle again.
So those people that don't want to fly anywhere, either beforehand or after, this is for you. Leaves from Fremantle, arrives back in Fremantle.
Yeah. So look, even if you have some mobility issues, like you don't have to get flights. If you don't like flying, these are fantastic for Western Australians. Then when it comes back into Fremantle again, it's going to do a 9-night, just a little bit shorter cruise, going back up to up to Exmouth, Broome, and Kuri Bay. And that starts off in an inside room in US dollars, $1,654, or it equates to $184 per person per night, which is really good value. And then once your cruise is back into Fremantle again, we're going back out on a 14-night cruise. It's another Fremantle to Fremantle, going up to Southeast Asia. This time we're going straight up to Lombok, Indonesia, onto Bali, and this time cruising back through Kuri Bay in Western Australia, Broome, Exmouth, and back into Fremantle. So another really lovely cruise.
And once again, leaves from Fremantle, comes back to Freo.
Yeah, and look, the last cruise that's going to cruise out of Western Australia on the Sapphire will be on the 12th of February 2028. It's a 12-night cruise, and it's going to head up to Southeast Asia again. So this time it's going from Fremantle to Bali, Indonesia, to Phuket, to Penang, to Kuala Lumpur, and ends up in Singapore. That's a lovely cruise. If you haven't been up that way before, if you haven't been to Penang or Phuket, this is really cool. Inside room starting at US dollars, $2,039 or $170 a night. So that's a really cool cruise. Great options out of Western Australia, don't you think, Steve?
Yep, very good.
Beautiful.
About time too.
Oh, it is. And then Grand Princess is only going to do 3 cruises during its time in Fremantle. It's not a home-based cruise. It is just visiting Fremantle a fair bit.
Well, tell us all about the ship.
Yeah, well, look, it's a very similar ship to Sapphire. It's a little bit older. That was launched in 1998. It takes 2,600 passengers and has a crew roughly of 1,150. It's over 17 decks, 13 of those dedicated just to passengers, and there's 1,301 cabins. Now,
it was refurbed.
it's just going to go into that. Yeah. So it's had a massive refurb in 2011. So what they did, they took out the old atrium and ripped it apart and rebuilt the piazza that Princess is now known for. So it's bringing it up to all the signatures of Princess and their social hub and live music, coffee and snacks, and most important, people watching. Because, Steve, you don't like doing that much, do you?
Love the people watching. Sorry, people judging, I call it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's me over there in the corner.
Yeah.
Judging you as you walk
Totally.
past.
He calls it people watching, but really it's judging.
To get another muffin.
Stop. Oh, dear. All right, so let's have a chat about all the great things that you can dine in on the ship as well. So you've got the main dining rooms as well, which they only have the one main, but that's still a great experience. Then there's the Horizon Buffet, as you like to call it.
The trough.
The trough. Amazing food anytime that you need it. Then there's the Crown Grill, which is the signature steakhouse. Sabatini's. You've got Alfredo's pizza and slices, which when we went on Princess, did you manage to try that a few times?
Yes, that was very nice.
They were very good pizzas, very thin and good. They've got Salty Dog Grill, International Cafe, and then, of course, coffee and cones. Lots of bars. There's the Vines, the Crooners, Explorers. They've got Vista Lounge as their cabaret theatre and the 1-5 nightclub. So interesting when they did the refurb on this ship. You know how when we went on Crown Princess, they had Skywalker's nightclub and it was upstairs and overlooked the back of the ship?
Yes.
They took that out.
Right.
They cut it out. Like I've seen photos of it. It was there one moment and then gone. And it had to do with something to do with the balance on the ship. So interesting little tidbit there for you. What else can I tell you? There's 4 pools, the Calypso, the Neptune, the Terrace pool, and then they also have the Sanctuary. So the Sanctuary is something you pay extra for. It's an adults-only area with plush lounges, shade, spa-like service, and much quieter vibe. I think that sounds like you, Steve.
It's got my name written all over it, the Sanctuary.
And, of course, like all Princess cruises, kids aren't forgotten. There's the Treehouse, the Lodge, and the Beach House for them as well for their different ages.
Apart from the Sanctuary. If you're in the Sanctuary, the kids are forgotten.
Oh, yeah, true. Never want to be seen in the Sanctuary. I like that about the Sanctuary. And, of course, you know, Princess is known for all their live entertainment and activities and quizzes. So, it will be really cool. So the first cruise on the Grand Princess is departing on Tuesday the 28th of September 2027. It's going to go from Singapore to Fremantle. So it's coming into Perth, which is really cool. So your ports are going to be Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, Penang, Phuket, Bali, and Freo. You know what? I look at this and go every time, they know Western Australians love Bali. So that's a big draw card to go there. So that's a really cool cruise. Just remember, 12 nights. Inside room's going to start you off at US dollars, $2,039. The second cruise is a 13-night cruise. It's from Fremantle to Brisbane, departing on Sunday the 10th of October. You're going to cruise out of Freo up to Broome, to Kuri Bay, Darwin, Cairns, Willis Island, and then on to Brisbane. Another great cruise. US dollars, your inside room will start at $2,704. Just remember, all of these prices that we're talking about today include Princess Plus with all your drinks, gratuities, all those extra bonuses. So it's really good pricing. And
if you didn't have that, as you said before, it would be costing you at least $60 a day that you're on there.
Yeah,
absolutely. To get that included. So in a way, you could take that off the cruise price to get the cruise price, like the real cruise price. So it's worth it. It's worth it.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
And, we've got the last one on Grand Princess, which is the 2nd of March, and that's from Sydney to Fremantle, which is really lovely. And it's going to go to Eden, hopefully, because when we went there last time, we couldn't get in, Melbourne, Adelaide, Albany, Margaret River, and Fremantle. So some really great different options out there for everyone to have a look at. And all of these were listed in our last newsletter that went out this weekend. So if you're not a member, sign up to our newsletter at 101cruise.com.au.
And once you've signed up and you've got access inside the website, there are heaps of articles in the 101 Cruise magazine section, like the beginner's guide to picking a cruise line. And there's another article there on the 12 ways couples waste money on their first cruise.
Don't forget, whether you booked a cruise through us or not, you can always buy travel insurance via our website. It's NIB Travel, which is one of the best.
And right now, you can get 20% off through until 11:59 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on December the 9th. So that's not far away.
No, it's
now,
not.
That's a big discount, especially if you travel a bit and you want to get yourself an annual multi-trip policy that covers you for a whole year. You really should check it out, as you'll find it hard to beat the rates that we can get for you, especially if you're in the airline industry, but even outside the industry. And especially if you get this 20% off deal that is on right now until December 9. Compare us with any other travel insurance provider and you'll see.
But remember, if you do it before 11:59 p.m. December 9, you'll need to email me before paying. It's so that we can give you the 20% discount, as it won't be automatically applied. So do the quote, save it before paying, then email me the quote, and then I'll apply that discount and then send it back to you.
It sounds convoluted, but that's the only way it works, folks.
It's pretty easy. It's not too bad. That's it for this time. On next episode, I'll have more deals for you. Plus, I'll let you know how to make the most out of your small bathroom on a ship.
For more, go to 101cruise.com.au and sign up for the newsletter and to get access to the site. You can also follow us on Facebook at 101 Cruise and on Instagram at 101 Cruises.